Hello students, we are here now with the paper of Statistics 1 2010 and solution HSSC 1 FBISE Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education. Here first question is that circle the correct option A, B, C, D. Each part carries 1 mark. पहला पार्ट है ये पेपर का जिसके अंदर MCQs हैं जिसके अंदर आपने करेक्ट ऑप्शन को सिलेक्ट करना. तो फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव इज दैट स्टूडेंट्स डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर इंटेलिजेंस एंड जेंडर विल जनरेट. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है क्वालिटेटिव डाटा. स्टैटिस्टिकल टेबल रो कैप्शंस आर कॉल्ड. रो कैप्शंस को हमेशा स्टब बोलते हैं. सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज स्टब. वी मस्ट अरेंज द डाटा बिफोर कैलकुलेटिंग. मीडियन के अंदर अरेंज करना डाटा को इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ज़रूरी है. सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज मीडियन. फोर्थ ऑब्जेक्टिव इज द ज्योमेट्रिक मीन ऑफ अ सीरीज ऑफ 4 आइटम्स इज 10.2. द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ऑल द आइटम्स शैल बी. ये कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा आपको 1082.3216. इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है. द मीन डेविएशन ऑफ द स्कोर्स 12, 15 एंड 18 इज. करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज 3. मीन डेविएशन जो है उसका फार्मूला है सम ऑफ x माइनस एक्स बार डिवाइडेड बाय n. तो उस फार्मूला को अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा इस डाटा के ऊपर. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज 3. Objective number 6 is which of the following is negatively skewed. तो positive skewness के अंदर mean is greater than median and median is greater than mode, and negative skewness के अंदर mean is less than median and median is less than mode. Seventh objective, in fixed base method the base period should be normal. Eighth objective, in less pairs price index the quantities used as weight relate to base year, जबकि past के अंदर ये current year होता है. If y equals to 2 plus 0.6x then the slope is obviously 0.6. slope हमेशा x के साथ होती है. और जो intercept है, अगर इसी में intercept पूछा जाता तो वो 2 था, लेकिन इसके अंदर slope का पूछा गया तो 0.6 is the slope. Objective 10 is the which of the following can never be taken as coefficient of correlation. Coefficient of correlation जो है ये always ranges between -1 to +1, both inclusive, and 0 possible, -0.99 possible, 0.05 possible, but under root 3 is impossible. So can never be taken as coefficient of correlation, must be under root 3. After that, objective number 11, when beta y on x is positive then beta x on y will be positive. The systematic components of time series which follow a regular pattern of variation are called signal. और जिस वक्त irregular variation होगी तो उसके अंदर noise होगी. So correct option is signal. Which of the following is an example of irregular variation? करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज सडन कॉजेज ऑफ वॉर. क्योंकि वॉर के अंदर इरेगुलर पैटर्न जो है वो डेवलप होते हैं टाइम सीरीज के अंदर, और जो इरेगुलर वेरिएशन है उसको फॉर एग्जांपल सडन कॉजेज ऑफ वॉर जो है ये करेक्ट ऑप्शन है. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ ओरिजिन. व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ अरेंजिंग डाटा इनटू रोज एंड कॉलम्स कॉल्ड क्लासिफिकेशन. A statistic which is not measurable is called constant. Constant को measure नहीं किया जा सकता क्योंकि constant remains constant. If the third moment about mean is 0 then the distribution is called symmetrical. तो ये 17 ऑब्जेक्टिव थे इसके अंदर और इनके करेक्ट ऑप्शंस जो हैं वो गिवन है जो कि हमने डिस्कस किया. नाउ वी कम टू द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द पेपर एंड दैट इज सेक्शन बी. Attempt any 14 parts. First question is write briefly the importance of statistics in different fields. Statistics plays very important role in each and every human activity. और इस दौर के अंदर स्टैटिस्टिक्स को किसी भी फील्ड के अंदर से बाहर निकालना ये लिटरली इम्पॉसिबल. Statistics has important role in determining the existing position of per capita income, unemployment, population, growth rate, housing, schooling, medical facility, each and everything जो है इसके साथ trade, commerce, physics, chemistry. So whatever you want, you can write here. Second question is that differentiate between discrete and continuous variable. Answer is very simple. Discrete data is a type of data which can be countable, and continuous data is a type of data which can be measurable. So discrete variable is a type of variable in which data is countable, and continuous variable is a type of variable in which data is measurable. Third question is that define classification. अभी objective के अंदर भी आया था, तो ये just conversion of ungrouped data into grouped data, or it is simply present the data into rows and columns or in tabular form having rows and columns is called classification. Fourth question is that what are the requisites of good statistical table. Statistical table जो है a table should always be numbered for easy identification and reference in future. Title of the table जो है वो a table must have a suitable title. Caption refers to the column headings. Headings जो हैं वो table के अंदर ज़रूर होनी चाहिए. Stubs जो हैं वो horizontal rows के जो मुख्तलिफ नाम आप रेफ़र करते हैं उनको स्टब्स बोलते हैं, वो होने चाहिए. और बॉडी होनी चाहिए टेबल के अंदर जिसके अंदर आप न्यूमेरिकल इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो प्रोवाइड करते हैं. फिर इट इज़ ब्रीफ एक्सप्लेनेटरी स्टेटमेंट अप्लाइंग टू ऑल और अ मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द मटेरियल इन द टेबल एंड इन प्लेस्ड बिलो द टाइटल एंड एनक्लोज्ड इन ब्रैकेट्स यानी कि हेड नोट. एंड एट लास्ट footnote, anything in a table that the reader may find difficult to understand from the title, caption and stub. कोई भी ऐसी information जो table से मुतल्लिक है वो आप नीचे दे सकते हैं, तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे? footnote. Question number 5 is that write down the class boundaries, midpoints and class width for each of the following classes. There are 3 different types of classes और हमने इसकी क्लास बाउंड्री, मिड पॉइंट्स और क्लास विड्थ जो है वो देनी है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 8 to 12 and 13 to 17, 2.5 to 3.4 and 3.5 to 4.4. Similarly -3 plus 3, 4 to 10. Or here is a solution of this question. The process is very simple, that we just subtract these two elements 13 minus 12 divided by 2 and the answer is 0.5. 0.5 को इधर से हम subtract करेंगे और इस साइड के ऊपर हम ऐड करेंगे, तो ये कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगी. these will be converted into class boundaries. and similarly इस केस के अंदर भी 3.5 minus 3.4 divided by 2 and result will be subtracted from the left side and added to the right side and the result will be considered as class boundaries. Similarly इस केस के अंदर भी अब क्लास मार्क जो है वो कैसे निकाला जाता है? सिंपल, वेरी सिंपल वे कि क्लास मार्क जो है इन दोनों को आप प्लस करेंगे और डिवाइड कर देंगे 2 के ऊपर, तो द रिजल्ट विल बी क्लास मार्क. 12.5 plus 7.5 divided by 2 equals to 10. Similarly 17.5 plus 12.5 equals to divided by 2 equals to 15. And what is the difference between these two? What is the gap between these two values? Here the result is 5, so 5 is the width of the class. Similarly इस केस के अंदर भी ऐसे ही होगा और इसके अंदर भी ऐसे ही होगा. Question number 6, that define mean, median and mode. Give 2 methods of calculating mean. Simple is that these all 3 are different types of averages. So arithmetic mean is the quotient of sum of the given values and the number of the given values. median is the most middle value and mode is the most repeated value of the data. And here are two different methods to calculate mean for ungrouped data. In direct method it is always equals to sum of x over n, and in indirect method it is always equals to a plus sum of b over n. Similarly, in the case of question number 7, the mean of three groups each containing 10 values are 10, 20 and 30. Find mean of all 30 values. It is the case of combined mean. Combined mean का formula यहाँ पे given है. तो the mean of three groups each containing 10 values, तो n1, n2 and n3 ये 10 values हैं, so 10, 10, 10 and means are 10, 20 and 30. X bar 1 is 10, x bar 2 is 20 and x bar 3 is 30. So simply put all these values into this formula and you can get the answer, and answer is 20. Question number 8, that write down the properties of arithmetic mean. Properties are very simple. That's in ungrouped data sum of x minus x bar, and in group data sum of f multiplied by x minus x bar is always equals to 0. And second property is that sum of in ungrouped data sum of x minus x bar square is always less than sum of x minus a square, and in group data we just simply place f here and the rest is simple as we discussed before. And third property is the combined mean. In the previous question we already calculated the combined mean, so that is also the property of arithmetic mean. So this is the third property of arithmetic mean. Ninth question is that the mean of 10 values is 8. If a new value is included, the mean becomes 9. Find the value of n. The answer is very simple, that first of all observe the data, that the mean of 10 values, so it means that n is 10 and mean is 8. So x bar, apply the formula of arithmetic mean. X bar equals to sum of x over n, in which n is 10 and mean is 8. So simply 8 will be multiplied by 10 and the result is sum of x. Now after that if a new value is included, then n will become 11. The mean becomes 9 and mean is 9. हम एक वैल्यू को ऐड करेंगे तो पहले वैल्यूज थी 10, अब वैल्यूज बन जाएंगी 11 और मीन इनका हो जाएगा 9, और सेम प्रोसेस को फॉलो करेंगे तो 99 और इन दोनों को माइनस करेंगे तो हमें पता लग जाएगा कि जो न्यू वैल्यू ऐड हुई है वो क्या है. द न्यू वैल्यू इज 99 minus 80 is equals to 19. In question number 10, define dispersion, mean deviation and standard deviation. Answers are given here. Dispersion is a measure of scatteredness or disbursement of the data. Broadly, there are two types of dispersion. One is called absolute dispersion, which measures the dispersion in absolute terms, and another is relative dispersion, which measures the dispersion in relative terms. And mean deviation and standard deviation both are absolute measures of dispersion. Similarly, next question, it defines skewness and positive skewness and negative skewness. If mean, median and mode, all these are equal, then there is no skewness. But if these three averages are not equal, then there is a skewness. Either skewness may be positive or negative. If mean is greater than median and median is greater than mode, then there is a positive skewness, and in reverse case the result is called negative skewness. And this question is also asked in the objective, which was the first part of this paper. This question was asked there. In question number 12, find Bolle's coefficient of skewness given. Quartile 1 is 53.67, median is 65, quartile 3 is 76.33. Also comment about the result. So here we should know about the formula of Bolle's coefficient of skewness, and formula is Q3 plus Q1, quartile 3 plus quartile 1 minus 2 median divided by quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Just simply put all these values into the formula and the result is 0. So it means that there is no skewness because result is 0. Question number 13 is that given sum of x equals to 180 and variance is 36, s square is the variance, and n is equals to 5, find sum of x square. So simply we put we will use here the formula of variance in ungrouped data, because this is the data which is related to the ungrouped data. So in ungrouped data, variance is equals to sum of x square over n minus sum of x over n whole square or mean square. So here s square equals to 36. We don't know about sum of x square, so we just simply write here the sum of x square divided by n is 5 here, minus sum of x equals to 180 and n 5. We just put the values in the formula and just simply calculate mathematically, and the result of sum of x square will be equal to 660. Question number 14, that define index number, differentiate between simple and composite index number. Index number is a statistical measure which calculates the percentage change in price or quantity with respect to time. And if there is a one product, if we consider one product, then the index number is a simple index number. But if there are multiple products, then the index number will be composite. After that, question number 15 is that given sum of P naught Q naught equal to 3600, sum of P1 Q naught equals to 4300, sum of P naught Q1 equals to 4100, and sum of P1 Q1 equals to 4890. Find Fisher's ideal index number. There are a lot of different methods to calculate the Fisher's ideal index number. For example, if you have Lespers and Pasteur index number, then simply take the under root of the product of both index numbers, and the result is equals to Fisher's ideal index number. But here the formula is given. This part resembles the Lespers index number, and this part is resembling here the Pasteur's index number. So just simply put these values into this formula and take the under root, and the result is 119.37, and that is the Fisher's ideal index number. In question number 16, define correlation, positive correlation and negative correlation. Correlation is a statistical measure which calculates the relationship between two variables. Its answer always ranges between -1 to +1, both inclusive, and I remember that the objective related to the correlation is also included in this paper. So we already discussed before in the objective part of this paper. Positive correlation: if one variable increases, other also increases, or one decreases, other also decreases, the correlation is called positive correlation. But if two variable moves in opposite direction, then the result will be negative correlation. In positive correlation, answer of correlation coefficient must be between 0 and 1, and the answer of negative correlation must be between 0 and -1. So in question number 17, that the equation of two regression lines obtained from 10 observations are 10x equals to 5y minus 55 and 100y equals to 200x plus 1180. Find the correlation coefficient between x and y. Here we can calculate the correlation coefficient with the help of regression coefficients. And here, if you notice here, that we can convert these equations into regression equations. So 10x equals to 5y minus 35 and 100y equals to 200x plus 1180. So here one equation 100y equals to 200x plus 1180. First of all, we want to eliminate this 100 because regression equation is always equals to y hat equals to alpha plus beta x. So y hat we want to separate or eliminate this 100 from this y. So we divide all the equation by 100 and the rest is y equals to 2x plus 118. Here 11.8 is the intercept and 2 is the slope. So slope is the regression coefficient y on x. Similarly, we can make this equation 10x equals to 5y minus 55. So similarly, we want to eliminate this 10. So we divide whole the equation by 10 and the rest is the x equals to 0.5y plus 5.5. This is the intercept and 0.5 is the slope, that is beta x on y. So when we multiply beta y on x with beta x on y and take the under root, the result is correlation coefficient. So through this method we can calculate correlation coefficient. Differentiate between regression and correlation, perfect positive and perfectly negative correlation. Simple is that correlation tells you about the relationship of two variables, either positive, negative, perfectly positive, perfectly negative, whereas regression also tells the strength of relationship. So here is the slight difference between these two. Perfect positive and perfect negative correlation. In perfectly positive relation of correlation, if one variable increases or decreases, the other also increases or decreases with equal proportion, and the result is called perfect positive correlation, and the answer of perfect positive correlation is always 1. And the perfectly negative correlation means that if one variable increases or decreases, the other variable also decreases or increases in opposite direction and with equal strength and with equal proportion, and the result is called perfectly negative correlation, and its answer must be -1. The next question is that what are the various methods of measuring secular trend in a time series? Secular trend can be measured through freehand curve, semi-average method, moving average, and method of least squares. In section C, find mean, median, and geometric mean from the following data. Here is the data: 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, and so on. And frequency is also given. So first of all, this is the type of group data. So formula for group data is sum of fx over sum of f. So here first of all we will calculate x, that is class mark. We already discussed that class mark can be calculated through the addition and of these two number and further divided the result by 2. For example, 25 plus 10 equals to 35 and 35 by 2 equals to 17.5. बिल्कुल इसी तरह 40 को जिस वक्त हम 25 में जमा करेंगे तो क्या आएगा 65। 65 को जिस वक्त डिवाइड करेंगे 2 पे तो रिजल्ट होगा 32.5 एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड क्लास मार्क। और इन वैल्यूज के बीच में द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज वैल्यूज और गैप बिटवीन दीज वैल्यूज इज कॉल्ड h, that will be height of the class. So according to this formula we need the product of fx, so we simply multiply these two values and take the sum, that is 4795, divided by sum of f, and that is 100. The result is 47.95. After that, median, the formula for median in group data is L plus H over F multiplied by N by 2 minus C. Here, to select the class for the solution of the median, we must calculate first N by 2, and N is equals to sum of F. So 100 by 2 equals to 50. 50 will be find out in the cumulative frequency. So as you are seeing here that 50 is falling here in 70. So that is our class mark. So that is our model class. So lower class boundary is 40. So L is 40. H is, we already discussed here, that difference in between these values is called H. So H is 15. 15 is the gap between these values. What is the F? F is 44. So we write here 44, and N by 2 is 50. 100 divided by 2 is 50 minus 26. 26 कम्युलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉडल क्लास की जो है उससे एक ऊपर वाली जो क्लास है उसकी कम्युलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी C कहलाएगी. सो जिस वक्त हम तमाम वैल्यूज़ को इसमें पुट करेंगे तो आंसर जो है वो है 48.18, and that is the answer for median. Geometric mean is always equals to anti log sum of f log x divided by sum of f. सबसे पहले हम x का log लेंगे और x की तमाम वैल्यूज़ का log लेने के बाद हम हर वैल्यू को रिस्पेक्टिव f के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. So 1.24304 multiplied by 6 equals to 7.45823 and so on. And sum of f log x is 165.797. After putting the values in this formula and taking the anti-log of 1.65797, the result is 45.4957. In B part, in a certain distribution, the first four moments about x equals to 5 are 2, 20, 40 and 50. Show that mean is 7, variance is 16, and the third mean moment is 64. Is the distribution positively or negatively skewed? First of all, mean is equals to a plus sum of fd over f, which is the indirect formula for mean, where sum of fd over f is the first moment, which is 2. First moment is always equals to the mean, so that is 2, and a is 5, because moments about x equals to 5. So a is equals to 5. So x bar equals to 5 plus 2 equals to 7. When we take the value of a and value of sum of fd plus sum of f, then just add up these two values and the x bar will become 7. Second moment, the formula for second moment is given here. So moment 2 is 20 minus moment 2 square, फर्स्ट मोमेंट का स्क्वायर जो कि बराबर है -2 के माइनस 2 के स्क्वायर के, एंड माइनस फर्स्ट मोमेंट का स्क्वायर -16. सेकंड मोमेंट इज ऑलवेज इक्वल्स टू वेरिएंस. थर्ड मोमेंट, फार्मूला फॉर थर्ड मोमेंट, ये फार्मूलाज आपको याद करने पड़ेंगे. So just simply put the values into the formula and the result will be -64. Since third moment is negative, so distribution is negatively skewed. अगर third moment negative हो तो distribution negatively skewed होती है. फिर question number 4 के अंदर construct the following weighted index number for 1981 on the basis of 1980 Laspers, Pastures, Fisher ideal index. सिंपल इज दैट, जो बेस ईयर होता है पहला, उसकी प्राइस पी नॉट होगी और उसकी क्वांटिटी क्यू नॉट होगी, और जो करंट ईयर है उसकी प्राइस पी 1 होगी और क्वांटिटी क्यू 1 होगी. इसके बाद यू शुड रिमेंबर द फार्मूलाज. Lespers formula is sum of P1 Q naught divided by sum of P naught Q naught multiply by 100. Fastest formula is sum of P1 Q1 divided by sum of P naught Q1 multiply by 100. And Fisher formula is very simple, just दोनों के आंसर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करके अंडर रूट ले लें तो वो फिशर का आंसर होगा। और ये यहाँ पे ये तमाम कैलकुलेटेड हैं और इनको जस्ट इनके आंसर्स को 406, 463, 514 एंड 451 ये चार ही आपको चाहिए। जस्ट इन फार्मूलाज के अंदर इनको पुट करें और आंसर आपके सामने आओ। फर्स्ट लेस्पेस 114.03, fastest 113.96 and Fisher's ideal index is 113.99. After that, question number 5 is A part. Compute the coefficient of correlation between x and y from the following data after calculating the missing values. The mean of x and y series are 6 and 8 respectively. So first of all हम जो मिसिंग वैल्यूज़ हैं उनको कैलकुलेट करेंगे। जो मिसिंग वैल्यूज़ हैं ये यहाँ पे हम पहले भी एक क्वेश्चन के अंदर शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन के अंदर हम कैलकुलेट कर चुके हैं। Simple is that missing values can be calculated through the formula for of mean. For example, x bar is equals to sum of x over n and y bar is equals to sum of y over n. Missing values present in x. So here we need the formula for arithmetic mean of x, that is equals to x bar equals to sum of x over n. So x bar is equals to 6 and equals to sum of x. We don't know about the sum of x, and n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just simply multiply these two and the sum of x will be 30. और हम अब बड़े आसानी के साथ देख लेंगे कि अगर 4 4 + 6 + 2 + 8 जो कि बराबर हो जाएगा 20 के, और sum of x होना चाहिए हमारे पास 30. So missing digit is 10. 10 will be here. इसी तरह जिस वक्त हम ये तमाम वैल्यूज ले लेंगे तो फार्मूला कोरिलेशन कोएफिशिएंट का क्या है, सम ऑफ, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फार्मूलाज फॉर कोरिलेशन ऑफ कोएफिशिएंट, बट वेरी इजी फार्मूला इज दैट सम ऑफ एक्स वाई ओवर एन माइनस मीन ऑफ एक्स multiply by mean of y. Mean of x equals to sum of x over n and mean of y equals to sum of y over n divided by standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. So standard deviation of x is equals to under root of sum of x square over n minus sum of x over n whole square, and standard deviation of y equals to under root of sum of y square over n minus sum of y over n whole square. Or just put the values into these formulas and you can calculate correlation coefficient very easily. And correlation coefficient is minus 0.919 and it shows that there is a negative relation between these two variables. B part is compute 4 quarter centered moving average from the following data. Data is for 1977, 1978 and 1979, and these are 4 different quarters given here. These are 4 quarters of 1977, 4 quarters of 1978 and 4 quarters of 1979. First of all, we arrange these quarter into column form. So here we arrange this data into column form. It is 4 quarter centered moving average, so we eliminate 2 values from the top and 2 values from the bottom, and now we just sum up one by one 4 values at once. For example, 102 plus 71 plus 47 plus 98, the result is 318. Now we will skip one value and we will add up next four values. 71 plus 47 plus 98 plus 125 equals to 341. Now we will skip 71 and we will count or add up next four values. 47.98 plus 125 plus 100, and the result is 370, and so on. After taking four quarter moving total, the next step is two values to get the two values moving total. Now we add up these two values. 318 plus 341 equals to 659. 341 plus 370 equals to 711. 370 plus 396 equals to 766, and so on. And after that, we just divide this two value moving total by 4, because it is 4 quartered moving average. So 659 divided by 4 equals to 82.375. 711 divided by 4 equals to 88.875, and so on. In this way, you can calculate 4 quarter centered moving average. So there is the solution of paper of statistics of 2010. And we will meet soon, obviously, with next papers soon. Thank you.